Still looking to earn your invite for the free Players Championship? Visit ppgeventmanagement.com to learn about the different qualifiers available. From one-day events to play-on-your-own schedule events, all events offer a buyback or cash option along with a 100% credit option redeemable towards any future pre-order at competitive prices. Grinding and getting paid to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Has never been easier. Play with the most professional worldwide tournament series today and join the online community. Come join us on Discord for assistance, info, and even discussions about future events.
What's going on, everybody? It's I, Stevie Plunder, back again with the PPG Players Championship, closing out the Season 2, joined by my good friend Mambo YuGiOh as part of Team Mambo, and I as Team Playmakers, as we got one of my good friends, one of my good teammates, on Plunder Patrol versus Subterror. What are your thoughts about this matchup?
It's hard to say. Plunder is one of those weird decks where I feel like it has sort of an even matchup with every deck because it has the tools to really deal with every matchup. It has all the ships. Brand can deal with spell and trap cards. You have lists, which can give you monster effect negation. Then you also have Mowork, which can banish monsters. And also the banish effects from the ships give you advantage back, as it also lets you search a card. So one of those tempo decks where if it gets its setup and it really gets ahead, it's so powerful. And fortunately, we are watching arguably the most well-known Plunder player in the world right now.
Yeah, definitely. This man loves Plunder Patrol. I cannot tell you like how much he just won't shut up about this deck.
This is your man's, right? Your teammate?
Yeah, he's honestly like insane. He's insane at this deck. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've just seen him like on the PPG like player list, and I'm just like, I don't know if I want to commentate this or not.
Now, surely they don't have evenly matched in the main deck, but surely I'm wrong.
Yes, commentator's curse.
Yeah.
But the Fiendus.
Yeah, search the Fiendus, and that is one of the reasons why Guru will always. It'll be around, unfortunately, to many people's dismay, but yeah, Fiendus and the Guru and just the overall synergy the deck has is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, definitely. The second evenly! 2! Sometimes you just see 2 evenly.
Usually, the way I would put it is sometimes you're just the best player in the room, or, in the tournament in this case.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
really outscaled him.
Sometimes it just comes right down to you're just better than your opponent.
Are we sure we have the dueling luck shuffle algorithm intact for this one?
Yeah, for sure. Well, you're not allowed to cut your opponent's deck under COVID-19 precautions. So I don't know, man. Maybe a little sus activity going on here.
Sir, please do not touch my cards.
Stay safe out there, everybody. As locals are opening back up, stay safe out there. And I wonder, we're taking a little bit of time on the resolution of evenly. I don't know if this is just a big think, or if maybe there's some sort of interaction pizza maker here.
Got like a set judgment, but
I can't imagine you would hold it this long. Like, yeah, maybe I don't want a judgment.
It's like, maybe I just want to keep my judgment.
Hey, you know what?
It wouldn't be the worst idea to let this resolve and keep judgment, because Plunder is fairly normal summoner reliant.
True. We actually have a judge call here. Okay.
Oh, are they saying whether or not like if evenly gets negated, like you just go to main phase 2? Because if so, that's not how it works.
Unfortunately, not. Even if it was a solemn judgment, you would still resolve the chain link, and you would still be in the end step of battle phase until both players agree to leave the end step of battle phase.
Yeah, it's not really like an end step of battle phase, but it's more or
True.
less like you use evenly as like a declaration of this will be my last action during this battle phase, and then you just immediately go to main phase 2.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's how I believe it is.
Shout out to our judge, though. It's me, Tristan. We have seen them once before already. I believe they are our head judge of this event. We've seen them already give a good ruling with Madolce Promenade and Invocation underneath Magical Meltdown, and they are confirming that yes, Evenly can be activated once again.
Yeah, it looks like there is no judgment in the back row. The Gozen match.
Actually, the second time we've seen them accidentally banish Goes in match phase.
It's because you technically can't banish. Like if you have a card that's set on Dueling Book, you can't banish that set card face down. You can only banish it for some reason.
Right. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, but keeping the Guru sounds about right. Just holding on to any ability to try and keep your engine alive. But the Whitebeard coming down is going to be very, very rough because that Whitebeard is just going to turn everything on.
Absolutely. And yeah, Plunder Patrol, a very cool TCG exclusive because we so rarely get balanced TCG exclusives. They're either, FA or they're Burning Abyss.
There's a joke about FA that I want to make, but I can't because we're on YouTube.
Yeah, it's not great. We can say that much. But yeah, the Plunder Patrol has been a very cool archetype, but definitely a very balanced one, I'd say, in my opinion. You see the Silent Angler, nice little tech here for the deck as well.
Oh, Bahamut Shark, I see.
Well, I'd be surprised if we saw a Bahamut Shark and a Toad here.
I'm willing to bet you $20 whole and a Domino's large pizza.
That we will?
Yeah, that we will. Just watch this man overlay the Gaga and I just owe you a pizza.
So if they don't make a Bahamut Shark, I just win.
Hold on, I need to pull out.
Can I take it now? Can I do it right now? I'd like to take that bet.
Sir?
Interesting. I actually wasn't expecting that either. It's a Dragite.
Why does he have a Dragite? Well, I guess it's a tuner.
Yeah. And I mean, all the Plunders are water, so you do have a Spell and Trap card negate with this card.
Huh. You can make Halka Firebrax with this deck. I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I suppose they're simplified game state. You really only some Spell and Trap cards here, maybe another Hidden City. This can play around Extravagance, so... And maybe just going into your, Blackbeard, the Link 2, might not just be the most optimal here, as you can sort of put yourself ahead as opposed to relying on your opponent's attributes.
Yeah, you're kind of stuck in this situation, though, because you've already committed your normal summon. You don't have a Plunder on board because you just went into Dragite. And that Guru is going to be flipped face up. Like, I understand, like, the reasoning of why you do that with the Dragite of... Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, Whitebeard sent to the graveyard is going to get a special summon from deck. So maybe they have another extender here that'll be able to...
Oh yeah, this deck does that.
Well, maybe not.
Yeah.
Now, of course, the Plunder Patrols, they pretty much all, I think, share the effect, or a large majority of them, where during your opponent's turn, you can special summon a Plunder Patrol from your extra deck with the same attribute as a monster your opponent controls or is in their graveyard. So they do have access to Earth and Wind right now.
Yeah. And all of them vary in their effects when they're sent from the monster zone specifically to the graveyard. And Plunder, Whitebeard specials from deck. Redbeard equips itself, and I'm not gonna pretend I know what the last one does. I just assume whatever he tells me is true. I'm just okay.
For your team that involves the captain here, you and I, if I was a part of it, we would definitely just be scrubbing the poop deck. We don't know.
I'm just like, yes, my literacy is that of a third grader's.
Yeah, you and me both, brother.
Yikes. Looks like he is going to be...
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to be using Guru. Oh, double Guru, huh? Neat. There's a Neo Fusion.
Oh yeah, I forgot they had this tech.
Yeah,
this is a huge swing, actually.
You could definitely, please tell me there are Wind Plunder Patrol monsters. I mean, Plunder Patrol extra deck monsters.
Let's think. Brand's Fire, Moark is dark, Bliss is light. I don't know of any others. But again, my Plunder Patrol knowledge is thin, but...
Yeah, that's it. He doesn't have a clean out to this. He could go into Liss, maybe, but main phase 2, Rainbow Neos just shuffles the set Guru away.
Yeah, it's pretty moot point in this case. And they're just going to go ahead and negate that Redbeard with a Fiendus in hand.
Rough, buddy.
That is rough, buddy.
Yeah, Rainbow Neos is going to be likely shuffling away his opponent's whole board. Not much he could do about that, unfortunately. Unless maybe he's got like a Veiler in hand, but even if he does have Veiler, yeah, he's just going to get walked over by the Rainbow Neos, and that's going to swing for a nice 4,500.
Yeah, it turns out the Book of Moon effect is still quite good these days.
Yeah, Book of Moon has always been insane for like what it does. It's incredible.
All the way back from 2005. Shoutouts to GOAT format.
Book of
Sure
Moon.
about it.
Book of Moon.
Yeah.
Never forget the days of Book of Mooning your own 1,000 eyes.
Good times. Flip it back face up. Yeah, good times.
My board now.
Still, actually not too bad of a scenario here. You got the golden hair, and you have found another copy of Silent Angler. So you have a couple of extenders here. Now the problem is you just don't have that many attributes to go off of. None of the ones that actually can help you against this Rainbow Neos.
Yeah, definitely. It's pretty rough.
Mm.
I was gonna say like go into Draga and maybe balance it, and then I realized the amount of rocks he's playing in his main deck, which is 0.
I would be shocked if we just saw a researcher off the top.
We just see triple Nibiru. Ah, yes, that explains it.
There you go. Not bad, not bad.
But yeah, looks like going for the overlay. Oh, is there actually a Bahamut Shark?
Even if it is, I don't think it would help much. Bahamut Shark has about one good target.
Yeah, Bahamut Shark summon Toad. Well, the Toad will be negating the what's it called? The Subterror Guru flip effect. But that Rainbow Neos is honestly just going to be able to walk over everything.
Yeah. Yeah, and the best part is the Rainbow Neos does have some built-in protection thanks to the Neos fusion that's in Graveyard.
Yeah, it's not too hard to get around, but it's definitely White Aura Whale.
Ah, okay.
Ah, Raigeki, I see. Yeah, Rainbow. Yeah, Neos fusion going to be able to protect that. Unfortunately.
Essentially, a Lightning Storm only does attack position monsters, so not too worried about it for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And if that's all his plays, then that might be it for this game, because unless that card in hand's like a Mirror Force, he's in a pretty tough spot.
Yeah, I mean, you can swing into the Guru, but it grabs Fiendus. Fiendus can grab you Guru from the graveyard, then you can just send the Fiendus away for the Rainbow Neos, and that's game on board.
Yeah, definitely. It's in a really tough position. Honestly, you might just have to scoop it up. Discarding the... Yeah, gonna be discarding the emblem, gonna bring back golden hair.
Mm-hmm.
That is something. But maybe you can go into... Is he synchroing for 12? Oh my god.
Final
He's
synchro?
for 12.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty good too. Blackbeard's a pretty good card. Might be able to tag out something. Maybe grab a draw.
I suppose the play there was still fine. You do at least get rid of that Neos fusion. And you keep yourself alive here. You're kicking at least with List, because now that means the Rainbow Neos can't freely use its effect. And you can also negate the group, which can keep the Fiendus out of hand. It's real touchy, but this is at least something to maybe buy you a time.
Yeah, this line of play is like only facilitated because you really need that draw from Blackbeard, which was like, I was like, yeah, he's gonna try to go for the draw, but I don't know what he can draw into. Mage Power? Moon Mirror Shield? Axe of Despair?
Yeah, Moon Mirror Shield technically is like an out to everything that is not impervious to battle.
Yeah, Moon Mirror Shield is like weirdly good for what it does.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, not the most searchable thing outside of Hidden Armory.
Yeah, the thing here is List can only be used in main phase, so this group is just resolving.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Searcher.
Gonna be walking over the list with the Rainbow Neos, I believe.
Yeah, I'd be surprised to see anything else.
Huh, interesting. He didn't use the Rainbow Neos effect and instead just added. No, he actually flipped up the Guru, and then I think he negated it with lists, if I'm catching this correctly.
I should have been in battle phase, but either way.
Wait, no, it's still it's still the Plunder player's turn.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Long turn, as they had to very very hard. It's very hard to get around this Rainbow Neos. They had to get a little bit desperate. They are going to get another activation of Blackbeard here, as he was able to return to the board. And a second copy of Liss and a Prayer is what we're looking at now.
Yeah, definitely. No, yeah, nothing too much from Pizza Maker. Might be able to use Rainbow Neos to shuffle away the back row. That's a possibility.
Risky, though. If they drew a Plunder card, Liss, one of the Lisses will go ahead and take care of that.
Very true. Yeah, looking like the Nemesis Archer coming out. Not amazing. Did he search that off Guru?
No. Yes. And
Interesting.
I was mistaken. I forgot that the main phase effective list was to summon. They could have negated that Guru, but they didn't draw a Plunder card. But here we go again. We're going to use the other list effect to once again bring back Blackbeard at the end of main phase, I assume.
Yes, to help out with the tag out. I was actually wondering why he didn't go for Fiendus. That's interesting. Maybe
Yeah.
he just wants the giant rat effect. It's like that's
Take
not
29 here from battle. Down to
Oh,
6.
he's gonna let that resolve. Interesting.
Hmm.
He's not dead here, but it's very close. Just gonna pass turn.
Well, they did what they needed to do, and they survived one more turn, and they're going to give themselves one more chance to try and win this game.
Both of those lists are level 8, so he could overlay to Ding. Send Neos.
Ooh.
That's a
Oh,
thing.
imagine?
I would have. I want to believe. Alright, just sticking in main phase 1. He's got 2 cards in hand. He can definitely make something work here. If he's got like a shipyard, there is definitely a chance to pull this out. Even an emblem of the Plunder Patrol. He could grab like a Moark and banish the Rainbow Neos. And Liss can just negate the Fiendus, and he'll be back in the driver's seat. Discarding Redbeard.
Golden hair here, most likely.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no emblem access. Unless he's got one in hand, which would be nice.
Yeah, unfortunately, this face down card, most likely not a Plunder Patrol booty either, is that would really get you out of this, since that would allow you to get into Moark and start trying to get through the board here.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be quite rough. Nothing too much on the Guru side. That set card hasn't really been that set card's been on the Guru's players' side for like a really long time now.
At least a turn or two, yeah.
I think it's actually been since the beginning of the game. Weirdly enough. Unless I'm mistaken.
This might be one of the issues that the Plunder Patrol deck has, is where it seems it's really staring down this 4500 beat stick is quite difficult for it. Unless they have another copy of the White Aura Whale.
White Aura Whale would do it, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't place my bets on it.
It would be a surprise for sure.
Let's actually check what his extra deck could be. It's gonna be overlaying it to Moark. Oh,
Oh, there you
that's
go.
a rank 4.
Oh,
You
yeah!
can just do that.
And
You
you
know
see,
that you can just summon these monsters.
See, Chad, the best part about commentating is you learn a lot.
You learn about the deck you're watching while you're watching that.
This is great. You get yeah, there you go. You have a Plunder card. You've now outed the Rainbow Neos, and
You got a card
if I
advantage.
remember right, yeah, you're gonna get a card out of your deck as well, which gives you lists. So when you swing into that Archer, you don't have to worry about it floating.
Yeah, definitely. You could definitely discard something like a. You could add shipyard shipping to hand. You could discard that, and then you could discard that to negate. You could discard that to negate the Nemesis Archer, and then you could banish that for an emblem. Maybe bring out Bran by tacking out the list into it, and then you could just pop that last back row, and you're set.
There you go. What's nice too is Moark is also giving you some blanket protection, similar to the way Dingirsu does. It's actually the same effect. If a Plunder Patrol card parentheses S would be destroyed by power card effect. You can just detach one instead.
So he's just gonna be discarding it for something? Do you have to discard with Mark? Huh. Not too sure what happened, but
Yeah.
interesting. Alright. Should still be fine, assuming that the card he drew was a Plunder card. But I'm pretty sure this entire deck is virtually like 90% Plunder cards, aside from like some Lightning Storms.
Yeah, fortunately, and apparently the evenly matched, but fortunately, thanks to Eternity Code, this deck has gotten a lot of good tools that has really put the deck on the map.
Yeah, this deck is vastly more playable. I remember you had to run Dangers initially,
Yeah.
because people just had like that poor for discards and like draw power. You had to people ran Metal Foes Fusion to discard.
That's
Like,
when you know that you're really digging deep into the card pool if you're starting to put Metal Foes Fusion in the deck. Unless you're Sky Striker, that's about the only deck that could get away with it back in the day.
Also pure Metal Foes. Just you know,
Well,
the archetype it's attached to.
You don't have to go that deep for Metal Foes, fortunately.
Right. Looks like he didn't draw a Plunder Patrol. He's gonna be passing. Unfortunate.
Hmm.
Does the list negate the activation? Yes, it does. So, Hidden City off the top. Oh no. And that set card, if it's Cosmic Cyclone, that won't even help him.
Oh, they do have a Plunder Patrol, a Shipyard.
Yeah. Interesting. Wonder why I didn't go for it.
Banishing the Nemesis Archer.
Yes, quite good. But
Actually, yeah, that's still good because you're going to get your search off of as well, so that'll still give you a card to list and get to see the nice synergy between the deck now.
yeah, really just showing off what this deck can really do when it's running at full power, just chugging along on the high seas,
Riding the waves.
banishing things and such. Using Final Battle here, not too sure why. Oh, to prevent effect negation. Oh, that's gonna be good.
Hmm.
They could grab a Fiendus.
You probably could have saved that though, if after you flip or if you use the Guru's effect to try and flip one of the boats face down.
True, but even if he did flip one of the boats face down, like, what's he gonna do? Like, he can only negate one attack with the Hidden City. Moark just banishes it next turn. Yeah, Pizza Maker's in a really rough spot. Yeah, looks like they're just deciding on what's going on right now.
Yeah, maybe trying to clear up somewhat of a ruling dispute. I suppose the question here we can ask is, Moark does specify effect monster. And then maybe they're asking if I flip it face down with Final Battle, does it still get banished? But reading Moark, it's target one effect monster your opponent controls, banish it. It doesn't say banish that target or anything like that. So even if it goes face down, it's still gone.
Yep. Yeah, should just be a pretty clear ruling issue. Maybe like Tristan will show back up, say hi to the chat again, and make his exit. But we should, Zero's obviously, and the captain's honestly in a very, very commanding position.
Yeah, he's looking good.
Got the wind in his sails, card advantage.
How many more do we got in us for puns?
A normal summoned Jet Synchron.
That is a joke in and of itself.
Normal summon Jet Synchron. Needle Fiber, summon Whitebeard. Wait a minute.
It is a cruel joke for sure. Somebody asking if this is the last round. No, we are in round 6. We do have a round 7 coming up after this one.
Yes, looks like we are having this ruling dispute again.
And we actually, I will say, we have a pretty nice top 8. Our top tables, we do have some Dolce, a Madolce Guru player. The Guru player we're seeing here, 1 or 2 Altergeist, Sapo and Ramon on Unchained, 1 Hero player, at least 1 Dino player, and then unfortunately some other names I don't recognize. But nice, diverse top 8, and tomorrow we'll be going live at noon with the top 8 for the Players' Championship here, and that will mark the official end of Season 2.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully I'll wake up on time for that one.
And it turns out we are getting exactly that scenario we talked about. Moorik's effective banish. Subterror final battle to set his monster. Would Moorik still banish the monster even though it doesn't say face up? My understanding is that it would.
Yeah, we could. I'm just gonna double check the ruling because Farfa, like the monster, not like the person. Yeah, Farfa does have the similar ruling.
Yes.
Yes. Let's see. Farfa, male branch of the burning is this. Yes, it should be able to, because it doesn't specify that target.
Yeah, there are very handful of cards. Atlantean Marksman is the one that comes to mind, where Marksman specifically says target a set card your opponent controls, and then I believe it says destroy that target. Here, I'll double check for you guys, but I know that is a prime example of a card where if you target a set card, yeah, it does specifically say destroy that target. So if you target a face down, I don't know, skill drain or soul drain, and you flip it face up, Marksman will resolve without effect since it can no longer destroy the set card, or which was that target.
Yeah. Very, very intuitive, easy to grasp rulings for children ages 7 and above.
Yeah, you know, all you got to do is read the rules once, and honestly, the game just makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. Sure.
Yeah, definitely.
You definitely don't have to crack open like a Bible's worth of text.
Yeah, the King James version of the Yu-Gi-Oh rulebook.
Which chapter has damage step rulings?
Oh man. You know what? I don't know if I want to go too deep on this analogy, but that is a good question.
Genesis.
And we're getting confirmation that from our judge, It's Me Tristan. Shout outs to It's Me Tristan. Like we've been saying, PBG truly some of the best judges and staff in the business.
Yeah, definitely. Really glad to be having him on board for this issue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do see that is kind of where the confusion. Tristan clearing up that Moorик does specify effect monster and cannot initially target a face down monster. However, the effect monster's already been targeted, and due to the text saying just banish it, we're going to see the Nemesis Archer leave the game, and we'll go back to resolving Chainlink 1, the Hidden City.
Yeah, definitely. One thing I am noticing about Zero's deck list is that he runs one copy of Salvage, which I find very interesting. Yeah, just one. You think you'd run more? This guy's really good.
What to say, because almost all your dudes are pretty small. Whitebeard is 15, even Silent Angler, 800.
Yeah, they're all 15. Like, you think you'd run
Yeah.
You think you'd want to run more, but I guess like one's enough. I guess you only want to see it sometimes, but not all the times.
I mean, we're just the deckhands, and he is the captain.
Very true.
We will get back into it now, though. They will be awarded a 4-minute time extension. We're going to resolve Chainlink 1. About 20 minutes left in round 6 here of our 7 rounds here at the PPG Players Championship.
Definitely. But I highly doubt that they're going to need that 4-minute extension, because it seems like we're on an easy fast track to a game 2 based on how this game is shaping up to be.
Yeah, it's a little touch and go. 600 life points is not a lot. However, they are in. We talked about it at the beginning, where I don't know a whole lot about Plunder, but I know it is a very powerful tempo deck, and right now they are the metronome is going crazy because they are in full control.
Yeah, definitely. It's very I wouldn't say resilient, but it's very good at establishing constant bodies to just keep up the pressure. Yeah, there we go. That's a good way to put it.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, it's just able to always have like it's always got access to its monsters, which is very nice. It's like we can see the normal summon guru flipping up acting the Mostrix, likely gonna try to banish one of the things. Did he already use that effect?
I suppose it's up to the captain. You know, they were going for the confirmation of the. Now it's tricky because to get a judge ruling, you have to attempt the action that you need a ruling on. So they would need to officially activate Subterror Final Battle to get the ruling. I mean, if the captain really wants to, they could say, yeah, you can take that back. But then that would completely take away the point of the rule.
Yeah, because what I believe happened earlier was that he used the effect of like when Moark tried to banish Nemesis Archer, he activated Final Battle.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like making sure. I was like, huh.
Yeah, so in this case, they have declared that I want to use Final Battle, therefore they technically cannot take that play back if the game state has advanced to the point where they're not allowed to.
I believe that it doesn't actually make too much of a difference.
Most likely not. Now,
yeah, Mostrik's just going to be banishing that patrol ship list. Interesting, not negating it, but interesting. But whatever works. Going to be flipping up the.
I suppose this is far from over now, because if this goes off, now Moark is going to get rid of the Umastrix here, so that does take away. That takes away a huge part of what I was about to say, where if this goes off, you get a Fiendus, and then you also have Guru's effect. It's quick effect to Book of Moon, but take away the Umastrix, don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, definitely. And he won't have too much to worry about his monsters being run over by any boosted Gurus. Going to be adding the Plunder Patrol booty, interesting.
Yeah, now if they are able to resolve the Plunder Patrol booty, I think at that point, because well, now they do need a face-up monster for the booty to get its full use. But otherwise, that it is not only a monster reborn or a call to haunted, but it can also give you a free attribute to summon any of the boats you want out of graveyard.
Yeah, definitely. Just gonna be adding card after card. At this point, it's just a slow march to a game too. I don't see how the captain's losing this in any capacity.
Yeah, at this point, you are on your last copy of Guru. Interestingly enough, they might have one copy of Fiendus left. You've lost your Umastrix, you've lost your Nemesis Archer. Hidden City is still good. You do at least still have Hidden City to help protect you here. But you're just out of stuff.
Yeah, you could just banish that patrol, the ship-shaped shipping, and add yourself a medallion. Not a medallion, an emblem. And just go to Brand, pop the banish the Hidden City, and you should just have game. Or the equivalent of it.
True. They've even lost sort of their the Guru player has even lost sort of their silver bullet in the Rainbow Neos, and so there's I don't want to say literally, but there is very, very few options they ever left remaining in their deck.
Honestly, you could maybe just tag out the Moark, since that doesn't really have too much application anymore.
Yeah, at this point you have squeezed them out of every relevant monster for sure.
Definitely. Yep. Looking like the Desire is just further sealing the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, at this point, you have to have plenty of Plunder Patrol monsters, so I can't imagine that they're going to struggle to find a negate with lists and a banish here with Moark, which it's crazy how the ships actually, not only do they get these great effects to remove your opponent's cards, but then they can also replace themselves. It's just incredible.
Yeah, definitely.
Replace that card, I should say.
Alright. Yeah, definitely. He's got everything in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I were Guru, I would definitely be in the context of trying to maybe go for a game 3 steal for a win. Like maybe just scoop it up now. But
I think we're on game 1 even.
Yeah, this is all game 1.
We've seen a lot. I mean, the main deck evenly matched in the beginning, double evenly matched. And yeah, here you go. Now we have Bran on board. So this is everything you need to win the game.
We got cannons.
I suppose
more cannons. We've got a bigger cannon.
Yeah. I suppose at this point the Moark, assuming that they've equipped the Redbeard to the Bran, the Moark doesn't have a Plunder Patrol equip, so it's not a quick effect. I don't think that matters.
What are you gonna banish?
Yeah.
Like, oh no, Guru.
yeah, like we said, this is the last copy of Guru on the board. The only reasonable monster in the deck that can actually try to get the game state back is a Fiendus. Because Rainbow Neos has already been used and been outed. All Gurus have been outed. Everything's been outed.
Looks like he's just going to be banishing that final battle. It will likely be this Subterror Guru's final battle as we proceed to the battle phase after this.
Indeed. I see somebody asking, is Slushy guaranteed for top 8? It would appear so, as Slushy, I believe, is at X01. They are. So, I mean, I'm no bracketologist, and I can't tell at this point, but they should be a lock. And a lock, speaking of a lock, this is a lock for the captain at this point. They'd have to be just some ungodly misplay, I think, at this point.
Yeah, definitely. Like, this... Yeah, I'm just honestly really surprised that the Subterror player hasn't just scooped it up yet. Maybe, like, sure, he's trying to force him to play it out, but...
It's one of those things where you have to really... Because we have 13 and a half minutes left in round. I feel like... Because they probably... If we're being realistic, as, an analyst of the game, they lost this game probably 3-4 turns ago. As soon as the Mowerk and the Rainbow Neos was gone, as soon as the Guru was answered and all that stuff, they lost this game probably 3 turns ago.
Did Zero just kill himself?
Did they just attack under the Hidden City?
Did Zero just kill himself? Because he attacked with Redbeard. No, wait, no. It's all Planet Patrol. Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, again.
Yeah, it gains. Okay, we're fine.
Cool.
Oh my
Imagine
God.
that rule.
He didn't declare that he was using Hidden City. Oh my God.
Interesting.
That almost killed him. He is at 300.
It's funny though, because like we said, they probably lost this game 3-4 turns. They really don't have much of a reason to stay in the game at this point. And you're running out of time. Your deck has a slow win condition, and you really should scoop it up, get to game 2, and hope you can grind that one out and work your way. Now, Peacemaker already has a draw, so they don't really want to fight for a second draw because that's 4 points that you're leaving on the table at that point.
Yeah, definitely. You really... Yeah, like he's just gonna scoop it up. Really odd time to wrap things up for game 1, but whatever works, I guess. Still got time.
Kind of one of those like more advanced. I get like those top level things where you just have to be very aware of the clock and be very aware of, you know what, I can't win this. I need and I'm going to need as much time as possible to beat this deck in game 2 and hopefully into a game 3. They have a 4-minute time extension, but that leaves them with about 15 minutes to finish this round.
Yeah, definitely. One of the best lessons I've ever learned was it's sometimes better to just scoop a game 2 where you might win and just go into the game 3.
Yeah. You can also put it in terms of it's hard to in Yu-Gi-Oh, but scoop a game you might win just to get to a game that you will win, so to speak.
Yeah, it's like you have a higher likelihood of winning. It's
Definitely.
better not to just... Yeah, because a tie, nobody likes this.
Careful.
Looks like Subterror is going to be going first again. We got fresh hands, we got fresh boards. Let's see what these guys can put up.
Guru gonna start again. Now they do get a little bit of extra knowledge, knowing that the captain is just a wild lad playing evenly matched in the main deck in game 1. So they got to be able to play a little bit around that, or hopefully they will not hit double evenly matched again. And perfect start you want to see in every opening Subterror hand is Hidden City.
Yeah, Hidden City, just the glue that holds the whole archetype together. Gonna be setting that Guru, gonna be flipping a face up, adding Fiendus, or whatever PC is missing of that nice Subterror puzzle.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would definitely, gonna be adding the Fiendus, but I would definitely say that Guru is one of those decks where, on its own, it's not like amazing because, like, what are you really doing with Guru? You have like a Book of Moon and Fiendus, which is like it's pretty fair, but it's mainly predecessed. Not predecessor. It's mainly empowered by the other cards that you run in it, like all the floodgates, all these floodgates, all these solemns, and Guru is one of those very, very format dependent decks of which, like in certain formats, it can be like a tier 1 like a tier 1.5 threat like it was during like Salamangreat Orchis format. Like it only had, like realistically, it only had like a really poor striker matchup.
It definitely had a bad striker matchup, as almost all control decks seem to do. Striker just the ultimate tempo deck in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it looks like he's a Cosmic Cyclone, gonna be banishing the Call by the Grave.
Great hit.
Not sure. Yeah, not sure why. He could have negated the Cosmic Cyclone with his own, obviously.
Oh yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Destruction, nah. Banishing, maybe.
And you know, it's funny because you say that about the Guru not being particularly strong on its own. You mentioned the floodgates, but do you think there's also some merit to why we've seen a lot of people starting to bring in crazier engines? We've seen a very powerful Madolche Guru list that has done quite well at these events. We've seen Mech Knight Guru, which has done respectably well, and just all sorts of other crazy things.
Yeah, definitely. Guru does suffer from the problem of, it is exactly as it says. If you don't find your Guru, you're kind of dead in the water. But yeah, like I said before, being able to implement these other supplementary engines that just would be a bit too inconsistent on their own, and being able to just sort of mash them together really does help elevate Guru control to like a whole new level.
Absolutely.
Yeah, gonna be normal summoning the Fiendus. Probably just gonna try to punch in for that additional damage. And unfortunately, the captain not really opening too amazingly.
Opened almost everything they needed. Shipyard double Cyclone to help manage the back row, but unfortunately, their own Cosmic Cyclone from our player Pizza Maker was exactly the counter they needed to shut down the play. And fortunately, they've managed to hard draw into the Umastrix and the here, so they're going to be able to get rid of the set Bluebeard, and that's going to eliminate that card from the game. No graveyard effect to try and draw themselves out of this one, and they're going to get swung down with just going to put themselves on a one-turn counter.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely just try and scoop this up. Like I said earlier, it's very unlikely that Zero can dig himself out of this with the patrol ship banished, and like depending on what that draw is, just go to a game 3.
Yeah, there are not many one-card outs here for Plunder Patrol, and especially being as normal summon relying as they are, that Book of was nail in the coffin.
Yeah, definitely. Going into a game 3, you're going first against Guru. There's no way you're letting that deck go first.
You know, we've seen evenly in the main. We've seen Lightning Storm is most likely also in the side deck, and then there's Cosmic Cyclones. I agree. I would go first because I'm a tempo deck. I want to be able to set up my shipyard, my Plunder Patrol booty. I want to be able to get to my boats. But would you say there's some merit? Because you could potentially hit one of those blowout hands and blowout cards and just end the game right away.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point because if you're in the Guru player's shoes, you can't really reliably keep in those solemn judgments or those solemn strikes when you're going into like time like this, because we've got like 7 minutes, less than 7 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, with their 4-minute extension, they have a whole 10 minutes. And I mean, we said Guru's win condition is slow, but you know, sometimes you kind of hit everything, and sometimes you just get lucky enough where Cosmic Cyclone can do it. And yeah, Zero choosing to go second here. Maybe trying to catch the Guru player a little off guard.
Putting his heart in the cards. And Extravagance off the top, that's not a good look.
Extravagance into Hidden City is exactly what you want to see every single game. 100 games out of 100 if you're Guru. Unfortunately, we only found those pieces.
It is an FTK recognized in 38 states and counties.
Fortunately, not my state nor my county, as we're only going to... Interesting, they fire the Neos Fusion turn 1 here.
That's a misplay. That is a huge misplay in my book. He's really banking on I guarantee you, he's banking on the fact that this man can't make Moark. He's not going to be able to out this Rainbow Neos. I'm going to just run over him for time. And then he's just going to make Moark, and he's going to get punished heavily for it. Guarantee it.
I assume that the summon of the Nemesis Archer, so you can make some good assumptions here. There's probably a back row here that does something, maybe a Solemn, and there's also probably a Fiendus in hand.
Yeah. If you're normal summoning Nemesis Archer, there is a Fiendus in hand, 100%.
Yeah, I'd be absolutely stunned to see anything else.
Yeah, terraforming is really nice right now. if you're the Subterror player, you have to negate this, don't you?
Oh man, it's tough though, because what if they then dropped you in evenly matched? It all depends on how many negates you have. They are going to let it go. Now, there could just be a set Cosmic Cyclone, and this is just not even close to an issue.
I'd be taking out Cosmic Cyclones. We're dangerously in time. Every life point counts.
True.
Yeah, it's such a really slow, control-y matchup like this. The battle phase! Looks like he's just going to be trying to bait out that Fiendus, making these plays in late phase 2.
And
But this group player, he's got no cards in hand.
We hear the appropriate music that gets played every single time the opponent goes to battle phase, whichever song is dramatic enough. I always hear One Winged Angel from Final Fantasy VII. Oh, it resolves!
He's letting it go through!
No way!
He's gonna keep Rainbow Neos and he's gonna get Moarked. Guaranteed.
Yeah, you absolutely cannot get... Rainbow Neos is that's just your boy, right? They're thinking about it, though. What could it possibly be that's set face down where you're even thinking, you're even considering?
He didn't have Solemn. He didn't have any
bluffs,
he didn't have
apparently.
Venus. Oh, that's rough, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, now you have Shipyard and you're discarding Whitebeard. Yeah, this is as tough as it gets right now, for sure.
Yeah, just what? Sorry.
No, I mean, yeah, like just hard make Moark, right? You really don't need to do anything else.
Yeah, that's it. He golden hair. Yeah, just normal something like a Redbeard or something. Golden hair, discard like a monster, make Moark, and that's all you need.
Yeah, no need to make this any more complicated at this point.
Yeah, definitely. Just going for the safe plays is definitely what I recommend.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, excuse me. The best part is with Moark, it adds specifically a Plunder Patrol spell and trap card, so you can get booty, and then just from there, if your opponent can't deal with the Moark and can't deal with Plunder Patrol booty, you're sailing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like we said, hard making the Moark, banishing that Rainbow Neos. Yeah, that Rainbow Neos play was such a Ghost Mortar. Oh, Ghost Mortar's
okay,
dead,
now let's see here. I'm trying to think.
All he needs is an emblem, cause emblem he just draw phases. Desires. What a rip. Yeah, he just needs to equip something to this Moark and he's fine.
Yeah, definitely. I was thinking for a hot second, you could, now most Xyz monsters detach for effect, but Moark unfortunately does not detach for its effect. It only detaches to have Dingirsu like protect. There you go.
Kaiju! Oh, that's pretty good.
But I was thinking in this crazy world where, again, Redbeard's text doesn't work, you could have detached the Redbeard and then used its effect to equip. But, it's still tough. If you don't have anything to get to this Moark, like we've been saying, the Radiant, ironically, just punches right over this thing.
Yeah, it's actually quite good that, weird enough, it's actually kind of good that the Ghost Mortar and Moonlit Shell came down. Because I was gonna say that he wouldn't really have that decreases the odds of having impactful cards in hand, but the Hidden City at the top, as all good Subterror players have it in them to get a nice rip. We've got 5 minutes left on the clock for these guys because of their extension, but
yes,
it's gonna be rough.
Just a little off the top.
It's going to be rough for the Guru player to put in any meaningful damage, but it's also going to be tough for the Plunder Patrol player to play through this interaction with only like 4 cards in hand, even though you do have the Shipyard.
Yeah, at sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry, no. Yeah, that Fiendus is going to be coming down hard.
Absolutely. And I mean, at 8k apiece, any damage you could flick right now is very valuable, as they have hit their time extension. Or, well, 10 seconds, but give me 10 seconds and I'll try that one again. But they are more or less in their time extension. They are going to be able to get Mistrix here. Guru's Book of Moon effect.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he keeps his materials, right? I don't know Xyz monsters.
They do, yeah.
Okay.
Xyz materials do get to hold on if they are Book of Moon by an effect. But this does take away Mowork's inherent protection since it's no longer face up to use that continuous effect to detach one instead.
Yeah, this is rough. Wait a minute. How does Zoomonstrix summon itself?
Since a Subterror is flipped face down.
Oh, I thought it just like all your monsters had to be face down. That would be balanced.
Oh, actually, you're right. If you control no face-up monsters, correct.
Huh. Should we let them know that?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's put a Tristan. We need your help.
Don't mind the mechanical keyboard door there.
Clickety clack. Oh, hello, emblem of the Plunder Patrol. You cannot summon the
Yeah, I got it.
Zoomonstrix. Caps. Oops, caps lock. My bad.
You're also in their 4-minute time extension. We will let them know they will be playing until 6:11, I suppose, and then they will have their. They will then proceed to the end of match procedures, which is the Konami standard.
Yeah, looks like we got that cleared up. He just bounced it back to hand.
Oh, you know what? I'm dumb. I said that Mower couldn't protect itself, but I forgot that it flips face up.
Monsters flip face up when you attack them? What the hell?
Yeah, whoops. So yeah, Mower does get to protect itself, which is exactly what you need to see here, is now you can use the Mower effect to remove your Radiant and start establishing more of a board here, as we're going to see evenly matched discarded for Golden Hair. And another Whitebeard.
This might be it.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't need to win. He just needs to deal enough damage.
True.
You could go into Moark, banish his Radiant. You can go into Bran, banish the Hidden City. Maybe make a list out of thin air.
Plunder Patrol Booty here will be more than useful, I suppose. So it's a Guru face down. It's a little tough. You need to find a way to punch him damage here.
You know, one of those cards is Zoomonstrix, so that's a dead card. But
true.
He could hard make what's it called? He doesn't even. Yeah, he could just make it using a Synchros. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, Golden Hair is
a brand. Yeah.
This is close. Brand.
Who's gonna be able to deal damage?
Interesting. Going for the emblem for the quick effect.
It has to be on field or graveyard. I assume they're gonna want to look to make a list here.
I know, but
there are lights.
He could just negate the attack of Hidden City. That's the issue.
Oh, that is in fact the problem. You're right.
Oh, he's going to Blackbeard.
Okay.
Blackbeard's pretty good. He's a good guy.
Quite a good card, and synergize is amazingly with Plunder Patrol Booty here. Does that allow you to get pretty much whatever you want? Oh, they're not going to attack, are they?
No, he could attack with Blackbeard. Maybe Ash Blossom. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Looks like he's gonna be using Redbeard. Maybe. Oh, he might. Oh, yeah. There we go.
Okay, yeah. Using Blackbeard to equip the Redbeard to the list.
This man's brain is insane.
Truly the master of the Plunder Patrols, and that's why we are sitting here looking like idiots, because we're just like, what is he doing?
Yeah, we're just like, what?
That's crazy.
That's insane. Yeah, that grooves. Yeah, even if that effect gets, even if that attack gets negated, he's got a good chunk of damage. That's 3,000. That's 26. He's gonna be hovering at 24. There's no way Subterror is making it through that.
Yeah, even better, they get to discard the Plunder Patrol shipping there as well.
Yeah, even further follow up with an emblem. Is emblem once per turn?
No. Let's find out here. Emblem of the Plunder Patrol. Yes, it is a once per turn.
Yeah.
Hard once per turn.
Interesting.
But you gotta find a way to get through now.
Oh, there is a Nibiru.
We hit main phase 2 and we see Nibiru now. How big is it? We're at 36, 46, 46, 45.
Yeah, looks like he's just gonna negate it. Oh wait, no, he's not gonna negate it. What's his name? Zero still does have player price. No, what? Interesting.
Maybe it wasn't 5 summons? Well,
Well,
as it is, I don't think the Nibiru was changing much there, as they did, in fact, hit their time on the round, even at the end of that. So that is Captain Douglas Haddad Zero, the Captain Haddad Zero, takes it in a absolute just slog of a match, 2-0.
Still looking to earn your invite for the
Hey everyone! If you're enjoying the coverage of the Pro Play Tour Online series, just remember, you can play in one yourself. Every Thursday you can enter our free weekly 64-player tournament with invites to the entire Top Cut. Every Saturday is our Weekend Championship, where you can enter a YCS-type event with 100% payout and even a cash payout option. The more players, the bigger the prizes. Can't commit time to play in our one-day events? We also host multiple 8-man pods daily, ready to fire on demand on your own schedule. All these events award invites to our free invite-only Players Championship with prizes supplied by our sponsors. For more information, visit ppgeventmanagement.com and come play with the pros.